G'day, welcome to Project Smith Tech. Now, for those of you who followed me with the dual X58 build, this is not going to be new for you, but I'll just quickly go over it. What we have is a dual Intel Xeon X5690 memory. We've got a total of 6 channels for the entire system. We've got 48 gigs of RAM. We're running just SSD in RAID 0 to try and make as much, just to try and overcome the SATA 2 ports. And for the GPU, we're running a GTX 980 Ti. All right, let's get some gamings. Now, for this challenge, so what I want to achieve with the 980 Ti is, with this system, is to see if there's any negative drawbacks or noticeable negative drawbacks running dual CPU. Now, the question on everybody's mind generally seems like the old meme: can it run Crysis? Well, let's find out. Alright, just as the graphics setting are running at 1080p, and we've got every set in at absolute maximum. Except for motion blur. I don't like motion blur, but anyway. Alright, can it run Crysis? Let's go. Oh yeah, loading time's going to be a long time. That's due to the North and South Bridge. Joking, by the way. This is actually pretty decent.
Yo, man, I'm reading a lot of enemy activity close to your position. Keep a low profile.
Yeah, no problem.
If they spot you, they'll call in reinforcements.
Got it, Prophet. Now let's give it a couple of seconds for it to load in before I start judging it too hard. Alright, what is that frame rate? Oh yeah, I'm running the DirectX 10 64-bit version of this as well. Alright, we haven't quite hit 60 yet. Oh, there we go. Keep in mind, this was okay, noticeable stutter there, but this was a very challenging game at the. Oh doubt. Guys, I'm trying to do journalism. Quote journalism. I think that explosion got them all excited. My goal here is to try and at least achieve 60 FPS, so it's mostly look like it's fine. It's going to be a bit inconsistent. I don't necessarily think it's the system setup, but don't worry, we'll test some more games.
Engaged. Energy critical. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged.
Just want to check out the water. Is water having a detrimental? Apparently not. Okay, not a very good shot, but anyway.
Maximum armor.
Oh man, I cannot remember. I think I played this game. I played first. Or I had a 920 i7 920 with a GTX 285, and I was running SLI.
Engaged. Maximum.
And I thought it was so cool. Wow, I'm actually playing a game in real time at Blu-ray quality.
Energy critical. Maximum.
Okay, honestly, I think we're done with this game. There is, I'm going to admit, there is some stuttering happening. Again, I don't know if it's due to the current setup because, it is a bit ridiculous, but using old server as a gaming machine, okay, yeah, it's a bit bold. One more kill. Nice shooting. Man, I've played this game so much. Alright, overall, I'd definitely say it's playable. Yeah, I thought the 980 Ti would have done a slightly better. Alright, let's call that here. Let's play something that we know that is a little bit more taxing. Oh yeah, Cyberpunk. Actually, I really enjoyed the anime Edge Runner. And I've got to say, well, although I will do a daytime drive as well, but looking at the FPS, I mean, this is actually very good, and the quality of the game is very good. This did a whole lot better than the RX 5500. Well, duh, I'm sure some of you are probably thinking, but we'll see what it looks like in the daytime. But this is very playable. I've not noticed any frame stutters or anything like that, so. Unless CD Projekt Red, do they all run servers to play these games? It wouldn't surprise me. But... Whoopsies. Alright, let's have a see what it looks. Let's have a see what it looks like during the day. Alright, let's go for a drive. Let's see how this game behaves. Yeah, detail's very good. I am trying to hit 60 FPS, but just as a reference, I'll quickly show what the graphics settings are. So, got medium. And you're just going to work that out. I won't bore you. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not really much I can show you because this is an end game. So, I've basically done everything. But what I might do is, I'll start a new game fresh and I might try it on different systems. So, I might just do a... well, I'll like a live stream or maybe even a live stream, just depending on different setups and whatnot. And I'll start the game from fresh. And I'll use different systems. Yeah, not much else I can add. Alright, next game. Alright, let's see how we go through control. Okay, what are we looking at? We're looking at 50 frames. Yeah, not a whole lot more. This game, to me, it seems playable. And I was impressed how well this is running in Cyberpunk. And just to give you an idea of graphics setting, I won't spend too much time here, but yeah, there's no upscaling. So there is some things I can do to achieve 60 frames per second, but I think it'd be a pointless exercise. I think we've got basically anything that we need. All right, move on. Alright, just give you an idea of what I'm running it at. Main quality ultra. Alright, let's not spend too much time here. Alrighty, let's get in it. Where am I actually going? Cool, man. A chainsaw again. Oops. Man, I am playing this terribly. Doom's one of those games that I find like it's easy to learn, but you got to keep playing it or else you forget some of the key bindings, and it's all kind of well thought out and balanced out. What on earth is that? Okay, that's kind of cool. And this is running fantastic. 980 Ti, good enough for this. Okay, I'm going to conclude it here. There's not really much for us to learn from this, and it's running very well. So I haven't noticed any problems with loading times. I've not even noticed a single stutter. So I'll definitely call this mission accomplished. Alright, next game. Alright, Pro Smith Tech here. Alright. We're not going to learn too much about this, but I will show just some of the metrics and see where it's struggling. But being that it is a CPU bound game, we're going to stress it out. Yeah, our frame rate is dropping. And so this is just a case of the RAM being overwhelmed. And this is the Microsoft limiter. Alright, let's give it a chance. Yeah, back up to 60, okay. Alright, the purpose of what I'm doing here is just to stress out, try and get it to render quickly despite its memory, and as you can see, in the utilization, it does hit it pretty hard, so I'm discovering no, although there is a loss of frames, but there's no hitching or stuttering. Oopsies. Yeah, there's not a whole lot more we can learn from this, so I'd say this Minecraft, yep. Look at that, 24 threads. Alright, let's get into some benchmarks. Alrighty, this is the conclusion that we came to. Graphics score. Okay, cool. Next benchmark. Alright, just a conclusion. I don't know how many people actually respect user benchmark, but just that if you're familiar with it, this is actually a fairly well balanced system. CPU, yeah, alright. Graphics card, I don't have this overclock, so you're not going to see it at the other end. RAID 0, it is interesting. So the reason why RAID 0 is a little bit below the average is, yeah, I am running SATA 2. And RAM, I'm a little bit surprised. It is ECC memory, so you're going to see it does have some latency. Alrighty, now let's have a quick look at, I won't show it going through the whole thing, but this is just what sort of speeds you can expect. I will cut to the end of it. But as you can see here, yeah, in today's standards, is not very impressive at all. Oh dear, it performed a little bit worse, that's fine. Okay, that concludes this series of benchmarks. So what we have here is RAID 0 and the SSD, sorry. Oh man, I hate it when I accidentally call SSD hard drive. That was embarrassing in the last video. But we're running a dual 860 EVO, Samsung dual 860 EVO 500 gigs each. And that gives me that's the performance you can expect if you're running SATA 2 RAID 0 with 2 SSD. So in my opinion, yes, it's still worth having an SSD than if you're running an old SATA 2 motherboard. Overall, I didn't find any of the loading times that insufferable. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but so if you like this video, I do have a special coming up. It is a 64 thread, and I'm pairing that with the AMD 6900 XT. So if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Project Smith Tech signing out. Peace. Alright, I thought I'd just tack this on at the end of the video. Now, I wouldn't recommend building this as the value and what you get are a little bit disproportionate, but if you already have a system or somebody gave it to you and you thought, hey, you know, what will it do? Well, yes, this is basically the system that I've got. Also, if you have your own system like this or anything that you're building, I'd love to see what you lot are building, and if you want to share with me on any of my social networks, including Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, please do. I love having a look at what other people are doing. I'd like to build a community around what I'm doing, and I think that would be really well if we could all share what we're doing. Alright, thank you very much. Well, the 980 Ti definitely did well. It just goes to show that it's the graphics cards that really does all the work. Now, here's a little teaser for something in the future. That's right, Intel graphics. Looking forward to this, but I thought I'd do a quick unboxing. Ooh, look at that. Man, I cannot wait to test this out. So I'm going to be testing this on 4G decoding in the BIOS on the server motherboards. Also, I have 2 motherboards that actually have the resizable bar. So depending on how that goes, I will share my findings with the channel on this. But it's going to be a tiny bit way off, but anyway, I thought I'd share this anyway. Nice.